If you thought today's biggest automotive story couldn't get any more interesting, wait until you hear what happened.
When I first read today's headlines, I honestly didn't expect the story to take this direction. There's a lot to unpack.
So grab a coffee, settle in, and let's dive right into today's biggest automotive stories. Have you seen the latest reports on the US automotive market? It's like watching a game of chess unfold right in front of us.
Oh, absolutely. The shifts happening right now are just fascinating. It seems like every week there's new news regarding electric vehicles, supply chain issues, and even international trade.
Exactly. Just recently, we saw a significant uptick in electric vehicle sales that's really reshaping how manufacturers are strategizing for the future.
Right? I read that EV sales surged more than 60% in the past year alone. That's not just a trend. It's a major shift in consumer behavior.
And this is where things get interesting. Major players like Ford and GM are ramping up production, but they're also facing challenges with battery supplies and semiconductor shortages. It's a real balancing act.
I can't help but wonder how these challenges are affecting the industry's plans for electrification. Are they going to hit those ambitious targets they've set?
That's the million-dollar question. With the Biden administration pushing for 50% of all new car sales to be electric by 2030, there's a lot of pressure on automakers to adapt quickly. But the reality is that they're still grappling with infrastructure challenges too.
Infrastructure, such a crucial element. Charging stations are still sparse in many areas. How does that impact consumer confidence?
That's a great point. If consumers don't feel like they have access to charging stations, they're less likely to make the leap to an electric vehicle. There's also the whole range anxiety issue to consider.
And then there's the environmental aspect. With climate change at the forefront, how much do you think that's driving consumer interest in EVs?
It's definitely a key factor. Many consumers are becoming more environmentally conscious. They want to make choices that reflect their values. As a result, automakers are not just selling cars, they're selling a vision for a sustainable future.
And speaking of visions, the recent news about Tesla's Gigafactory in Texas really highlights how competitive this space is getting. That factory alone is expected to significantly increase Tesla's production capabilities.
Yes, and that puts pressure on other manufacturers to step up their game. We're seeing companies like Rivian and Lucid Motors emerge, challenging the established players. It's a fascinating dynamic.
What does that mean for the traditional automakers? Are they adapting quickly enough, or are they risking being left behind?
Some are certainly moving faster than others. Companies like Ford are committing billions to EV development, while others are still figuring out how to pivot. The ones that hesitate might find themselves struggling to catch up.
And then there's the business side of things. With EV production ramping up, how do you see this impacting the supply chain, especially regarding battery materials like lithium and cobalt?
That's a big concern. As demand for batteries skyrockets, so does the competition for raw materials. It could lead to price spikes and even geopolitical tensions over resource access.
Right, and let's not forget about the push for recycling and sustainable sourcing. Consumers are becoming more aware of the entire life cycle of products, including their environmental impact.
Exactly. Companies that can integrate sustainability into their supply chains will have a competitive edge. It's no longer just about selling cars. It's about selling a holistic approach into sustainability.
So looking ahead, what do you think the next few years will look like in the U.S. automotive market? Are we in for a wild ride?
I think we can expect a lot of innovation and perhaps some consolidation as smaller players struggle to keep up. The key will be how quickly automakers can adapt to changing consumer preferences and technological advancements.
And with the influx of new technology, such as autonomous driving, it feels like we're just scratching the surface of what's possible.
Definitely, the intersection of AI and automotive technology is going to redefine not just how we drive, but also how we think about transportation as a whole.
And that's something to keep an eye on. The future of mobility is going to be exciting and challenging, but I believe innovation will lead the way.
That's a hopeful perspective, Maya. It's going to be essential for everyone involved, manufacturers, consumers, and policymakers, to work together to create a sustainable and efficient automotive landscape.
Well said, Alec. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all unfolds.
Me too. Thanks for diving into this conversation with me today, Maya.
Always a pleasure. Let's keep the conversation going as things develop.